Yeah, my mic was off. Sorry about that. So yeah, welcome to the 13th episode of Half-Life 2 map renderer, where I will be doing... today I will be continuing doing skyboxes. Last time I had to abort writing skyboxes because I found out that skybox textures weren't square, so I couldn't use cube map textures, OpenGL cube map textures for them because they don't support square, non-square sites. Oh, kind of obviously, but not really. And so today we'll be doing another approach at skyboxes. I think my stream will be limited for 1 hour and a half. Let me put a timer for that because I have to get up early tomorrow. And it will be sad if I won't get enough sleep. So yeah, 1 hour and a half. Hi WXP server. Hi Maru Infantry. So yeah, and music ended. Okay. Okay, demo vibes. Yeah, there was something that I did while offline. I think it was something trivial. Yeah, I fixed it, green stuff with light maps. Basically, I didn't have map maps disabled. I thought that I had them disabled, but actually I didn't. And there's some minor rendering stuff, like rendering doesn't leak OpenGL definitions anymore. So any OpenGL stuff is confined to rendering module. Okay, let me show you that those green stuff is gone. Well, as you remember, it was really visible here, but now it's not anymore. This is interesting. So probably I have to... Let me fix two things in rendering. So render C. The first thing is nearest. Should be linear. And another thing is ambient. Unnecessary ambient. I think this is not needed in any way. This and yeah, this is all needed, right? I believe this will be better. Probably yes. I'm not sure, but probably yes. This is better. And this is also fixed. Okay. All of this is fixed. Okay, so skyboxes. Skyboxes are... I need to change API for that. So I don't have a single skybox texture anymore. I really need to have 6 textures. So I'm going to define an enum BSP skybox skybox direction skybox dir BSP skybox dir, and there were some stuff like renders, not render, texture. See, yeah, it was like RT. Now what? RT, right, left. Forward. FT is forward. And BK is back, right? Skybox. FT. Front is front. Front, back. And up and down. Yeah. And please also like. What? Yes. This is not needed. It's needed because I need a skybox dir count. And now I can do it like this. BSP skybox dir count. So this should load. This should have 6 skybox textures, and as I and because those textures are really separate, it doesn't make any sense to have it in texture module. So let me go here, and this function should be entirely in BSP module. Read entities and entities section. Read entity info and mark read entity props. And this is the final loading function, right? Load model draws face material compare. Load face. Load displacement. Model light maps. Preload faces. Okay, so probably I should have it before entities, because entities will have that. Textures, skybox, faces, or text type. Oh well. This is not text type, it's BSP skybox dir. BSP skybox dir. Not with the order there. Right, left. BSP skybox dir left. Then I believe was forward, front, then back, then up, then down. BSP skybox dir. and skybox tier back, skybox tier up, down. And this should have some different signature, like static int. Integer BSP load skybox, and it should have string view name iCollection stack tmp and BSP struct BSP model right. Okay, this is not true. Do need collection, you do need collection, and you don't need any files. What you should do is model skybox. And is texture get the name collection and tmp, and this is it. So actually, it should return void. No. Okay, next thing is src texture age to delete this one. I believe I need to make this common stuff. Like string view is really common. World spawn. Sky name. BSP load. Skybox. This is Sky CTX collection. CTX persistent and CTX model. right? Right. So this should load skyboxes. Max maps 1, and let's try it. Did we... Sky. I see no sky in log, which means that likely skybox was loaded. Now I need to render it. Render skybox. Render 6 textures. How should I do it? Let me check one thing. OpenGL, yes. Texture. OpenGL get. Max. By texture images that can be used to texture micro vertex shader. OpenGL, yes. Okay. I want to know how many combined texture image units OpenGL implementation must have. Okay, OpenGL ES2 spec. Come on. Max combined texture image units. There was some minimum for that. Should be. Okay, well, I will assume that it's 8. I don't really want to check it. And when I get to run it on a Raspberry Pi, I will figure out something if it breaks. So what I should do is bind 6 textures to 6 image units, texture units of Skybox, and then render it using some program. Program count. Program Skybox. -1 -1. This is locations for trips and uniforms. Actually, you are a special program. You know that? You don't need anything. You just need. You need. What do you need? Oh, you need. Actually, you do need like. You need attributes for model view projection matrix, because that's why how you will figure out that the ray direction. Interesting. Can I avoid passing the full matrix? This is the point where I should write some formulas and derive stuff that I need, but I don't have that. Like, it's really inconvenient to do on stream. And I'm risking exposing like how bad at math I am, which is like not a great move. So what I will be doing, I will be faking stuff. I will probably do a cube. A cube. And this cube will yeah, this will be so much easier. Actually, probably that's not a bad idea, like from others' perspective, so I don't have to branch a lot in shader. Shader will be really straightforward, like displaying only displaying the Clusterfuck destroyed my brain today. Okay, what I should do? I should probably enter program, use program init. What is the structure? Enter init. Prepare program. This is internal. Render draw set internal. Model draw external, and I'm thinking about at which phase it would be better to draw skybox, and generally it would make sense to render skybox at first, like just fill the screen with color and then overwrite it without writing like the Z buffer. Should I draw like well, I do need to draw first and then figure out when and how should I do it. So yeah, this is static, this is internal. Void render skybox, And what I mean by that, it's like a struct BSP model which has this skybox. What it should do is should you set like some kind of skybox program. This is not defined yet. Then it should do GL call GL active texture. Should make this a separate function like static void render bint texture. Sorry, texture texture and int slot GL call GL active texture 0 texture GL name no plus slot, and only then GL call GL bint texture 2D. Yeah, this is how it should be done. So this can be replaced by render texture model and 0 slot. These days, yeah, there's this GL debug something extension which became OpenGL core profile like in version 4 or even 3. But my target here is Raspberry Pi, which is pretty much bare OpenGL ES2 without any extensions. So I'm kind of stuck with Macro, but it not only checking for errors. It's not its single or even main purpose. I do have profiling wrappers around OpenGL functions, and it helps a lot when I'm profiling stuff. Yeah, it's obviously it's switchable, so I can just switch it off and it will be bare OpenGL calls. This is not a... BSP Skybox gear Skybox gear count. This I don't need. I can just render the texture. I'm not sure that what is OIC? This is like OIC, like literally. Well, also another targets goals of this project are to make this tool uncompressed within 64K. and yeah, OIC, and avoid memory allocations. So this thing doesn't allocate memory. Well, it does allocate like OpenGL objects because there's no way around that, but it doesn't call malloc, I believe, anywhere. And it pre-allocates two regions. First is used for persistent memory, where all the stuff getting loaded into, and another region is used for temporary memory, like temporary textures and stuff like that. Which makes it... it will be actually interesting to profile that and to measure how fast it makes things. I generally believe that this is measurable. Like, not touching allocator is beneficial for this case. It makes programming like harder, and tracking memory also harder. Like, it's not conventional, and you should pay more attention at what you're doing. Which is like not a strong part of C. Basically, like, it's even harder than usual memory tracking. But yeah, it's fun. Model Skybox I. Construct texture, construct texture, const, parent of type const texture. What? Texture. Okay. So at this point I do have all the textures set to... Now I need to set textures and issue a draw call. So I need to like GL uniform 1i. You know what? This actually should go here. Like, the programming itself, like, not as a profession, but like as activity, it's one warp definition, like warp activity for a human brain. Like, it's not supposed to do stuff like this. I just making a slight step even further in that warp direction. Can I make my life easier by making Skybox stuff the same as usual, like materials? Okay. This started. Make a separate material for Skybox. This material will have 6 textures and a special program set alongside it. Then I could just yeah, my program will be defined here. I will have to make additional attributes for specifically for the for this thing. and I will still have to have hard-coded geometry for the skybox. Okay, whatever. This is static struct skybox. It will have GL unit program. It will have an array of uniforms, texture uniforms, struct. Textures, PSP, skybox tier count. Okay. It's easier. It would be easier to write just 6, right? Have these posture name. Name, integer uniform, location, and form. Uniform name, uniform location. And this is it. This is only stuff that I need. So now I have and remember the order: BSPH, RT. -1, ULF, -1, UFT, -1, UBK, -1, up, -1, down, -1, and this. So now I can write this and skybox textures I. Location I. Matrix. I do need to pass a matrix there. Matrix for FV. Oh, well, +1. And yeah, this is outside the loop. This is becoming like too crappy. I don't like what I'm doing. Please, no talking. Come on. What's happened? No. Next one. Next one. Next one. This is from a really cool demo. This is actually a mesh between two demos, Stargazer and Edge of Disgrace. It's really cool. Yeah, this is basically set here. You know what? I should probably do. I should probably do it the way having it as a material type. This is like, I don't like having this special code here. Skybox. So I will have a special program for Skybox. So I will have to write a special shader program for that. One common for both is rain. Rain UV. I will do it this way. Vertex shader. Simplest way that I came up with. to a text UV. UMVP. I'll have to think about that actually, because it will have translation term that I don't really want it to have. This is done, and like fragment shader is really trivial. It's like just uniform. UText 0. No, I haven't tried D. Yeah, it will be really cool to be able to just include file as a string or something. I think something like that was possible in... no, it's not. Like, I remember some people were trying to trick C preprocessor to like include files, but I don't think they had any success. I'm actually confused about how should I do it. I'm actually really confused. For some reason. I'm not sure about anything. Like, how should I proceed with it? I didn't have any good thought about how should I do it. Vivec4, I can just texture to the UText text 0 VUV. These minus ones. Yeah, attribute and uniform locations, right. So if I have it as a separate material, which has 6 textures. So then it means that I should have 6 different texture samplers here, and should also have some kind of faking cube map faking branching here. So if the vector is looking into that direction, then I should choose that texture. How can I have a direction vector? So the obvious thing would be to have so at this point in the shader I do have what is called device coordinates, right? Which is no, I have well, I do have like a vertex within world space. I do have my model view projection matrix combined. And this vertex is if I could construct like a vector from so okay, let's draw. This crap, like give me 5,000 by whatever. 2 please, and this please. No, this yes. So yeah, skyboxes. Option 1. Option 1 is to just have a real 3D cube with all its sides marked. So this side should have texture RT, right? This RT, this is LF, this is FT, this is BK, this is DN, and this is up. So there's a cube that can be sized 1. Simplest simplest would be like the one-sized cube, which only gets a rotation part of camera matrix. So if I make camera just pass a rotation matrix without any translation, well, rotation plus projection. Rotation plus projection. So then I'm avoiding everything but yeah, and then I have just 6 sides, each of which is marked by its texture. So I can just draw it as a single draw call with all textures bound to their texture units. And how should I decide which texture? Option 1 is to have some information per vertex, like per side. Option 2 is just to derive it and have so whenever a vertex is processed, I can the direction of these are basically the vertex position normalized, and I can just vary the vertex direction and decide if like I do have a direction vertex vector per fragment. For each fragment I have like this V dir. And if like to choose RT, RT means like V dir X is larger than, well, it basically equals to Vmax, as I call it, of Vdir. So it's the main, the largest component of V. Dn means that Vdir that is the smallest. Probably there's some really convenient function to derive this, to compute the side. Should be something really simple. Like 2D case. To look at from the top, we need to why am I so sloppy? We have like 4 cases. Not that simple. Like this right? Absolute value of x is larger than y. This means that this selects either this or this condition. And then to select with between them, we should get sine of x. It will probably be easier just to have a per side thing, because there are inconvenient, like unpleasant amount of cases here. So just first need to figure out all the signs. Like there are 3 bits for signs, like x, y, z, sine, sine, and then there are like which is the largest, like x, y, or z. Like by absolute value, and it should, it's 2. It would be like 2 bits enough for this data, but to format it properly, unpleasantness. I'm trying to rotate this problem inside my head, and I don't see any like satisfactory way to write it down in either shader or anything. If I have like per side information about its texture, then I can just, there are 6 sides, and the per fragment I can I will still have like to decide. Well, I can have a linear thing which has 6 not 6, like 5 conditions and 6 branches, and then this is per fragment. It will probably be fine per fragment. But then I would like to optimize it a bit somehow. Okay, so probably, yeah, the simplest option is to have just to have the information per side. Yeah, let's do this. So basically, what we need rotation plus projection matrix, and we need vertices with vector v, uv, and texture slot x, y, z. can't think aloud. Projection plus. Well, okay. There's also option 2, like for the entire thing, is just to have quad for the entire screen, where I can just derive this vector from fragment position. Like we do have like this fragment which looks there. So what it actually means is I will need to have a inverse model view projection matrix. Right? And I probably don't have any routines for the inverse projection model view projection matrix. I don't think I have that implemented, and I can't use anything from in shaders because, well, I think inverse matrix appears in later shaders, not in OpenGL. Yes. This option would be actually the best one. Well, it still requires like you MVP matrix plus this decision making. But like I like it conceptually, but I don't want to go there and implement the inverse matrix. Like it's not hard, but it's tedious, and I don't want to do it. So yeah, the simplest thing is probably just to define this box and pass it a rotation projector. Yeah, let's do it like this. So yeah, I still have some time left. I have 20 minutes left, so I'm not going to finish skyboxes today. Let me just write a cube. Simple camera stuff here. Simple cam, we call projection. This is rotation matrix. Projection axis. Yeah, this is basically rotation matrix. Without translation. Simple can recalc, yeah. So this one. So what it does is, yeah, rotation matrix. Then it takes an inverse. This is an inverse rotation matrix because, well, we want to be able to translate from them we want the world to be in terms of this camera matrix. I haven't done linear algebra in years. Projection. projection. Okay. So what I need to do is AMAT for F. Okay, let's go. I kind of understand what I need to do here, but I don't have anything to draw yet. So what I need to do first is to draw anything. Is to draw a cube. How do I draw a cube in OpenGL ES? BSP, vertex, how does this look? Vertex, light map, text, UV, and average color. Okay, I can reuse this stuff, because why not? Static. So confused. Static struct skybox. Not skybox, just box. And what it not even not like that. Like struct BSP static struct BSP model vertex box. Those vertices are. Let's start with triangle list. So 6 sides, 4 vertices, each 12. Like 12, 24. What I'm writing even? This is already defined type, so I could just define the array and come up with this stuff. Музло слишком громко. Так лучше? Okay, 1, and now I do have to. So -1, 1f, -1f, -1f. Can I like avoid writing other things? I like write it like that and recent field Y. So you really want to do stuff. And you also need initializers for that. Yeah, this is will be right low, right top, left top, and left bottom. This was the first side. Next side is which, like, so first the right was the left side is the same, but it has this wrong order. Like, it starts with bottom. These are inverted.
What is Buddha? Tozan said.
Yeah, so it far left, bottom, far left up, then near left top, near left bottom. Does seem like that. Yeah, and we also should have this thing set here. This is like this. Yeah, and here too. Cube map textures by hand. Next one is front. Front is easy. It has all set to that. Hi, Sodin. Yeah, I have an ongoing issue with my hardware encoder. Basically, people are complaining that Boston good game and Twitch stream is unwatchable. But I don't have such issue, and yeah, like your data point is that you tried from Firefox, and I've been using Firefox for months now. And yeah, I basically don't even have Chrome installed. So yeah, what it means is that on non-transcoding services, on Good Game and Twitch, my stream doesn't work under Chrome. That is an interesting data point. Thanks for letting me know. I will be trying to... I will look into that. So the next one is back. Back is like this. And it should have in different order of this, right? It should have first negative. I think that is fine. And to left, up and down. Okay, this one is 2, 4. Up, Up always has this as ones, and stars are these. This is interesting. I don't have enough data for that, but I will try something, and if it looks broken, I will try to fix it. Basically, I don't know the rotation of the up and down skybox components, like how it should be oriented, but probably it's easy to tweak these numbers. So yeah, my convention is like far right. Far right is one and right, and then this one, then near right, then left top, and then left near and left far. Yeah, makes sense. I'm not sure that there anything like to be proud or not proud of. Like it's a job. I can dig and I can like not dig. Oh well, job is a job. I really like. I do see a lot of potential in the current web state. Basically, I think currently it's possible to write acceptably good networking games, like where you just open a browser and like write an URL, and within seconds you can play stuff. It's technically possible, and yeah. I'm actually a bad graphics developer. I tried to come up with some matrix stuff, and only to figure out that I forgot all the linear algebra, and I will be just too embarrassed to derive stuff live on stream, and yeah. So down. First one is these. Like this or not like this. Then far and then near again. So right, left. Near, far, near. Seems like it. You, Zorin, you do write like a lot of cool shit, like Haskell and stuff, Rust. I was planning to learn Rust for like 2 or 3 years and never got to it. And you're just like doing it on live on stream and whatever. And you have learned assembly live on stream. For me, it's an impossible thing, because I will be just sitting like that for hours, and it's unwatchable. So somehow you make this stuff really pleasant and fun to watch, like while still completing stuff. I think that's insane. This is really cool. Whenever I get stuck, it's like a shit show. Okay, I do have a box now. Now I need to find a way to paint it. So the basically there is like the GLDraw elements. What are and no, please don't. You are, yeah, but you're doing it like in a fun and sometimes like insightful way, I'd say. Elements, go elements. Triangles count. 12 indices. Do I need indices? No, I don't need indices. GLDraw erase then. GL triangles 0 indices. 24 erase. Triangles 0 24 indices, right? Gel vertex at 3-pointer. But I still need to call the gel vertex 3-pointer render apply trips. Which does this. Buffer gel name. Should I like just put it into some kind of a buffer and like apply this buffer? Okay, our static or buffer box buffer. Render apply trips. Why do you not help me? Render apply trips. 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 Buffer and offset. Offset is 0. Trips. Box buffer. And offset is 0. Hi, Crossbow. So then I just draw a race. And that would be it. if I didn't have many textures to bind. And my timer is going off in 22 seconds. Okay, let's prolong my stream by 15 minutes. Which is a decision that I will regret in the morning. Now I need to initialize all this stuff. I don't need this anymore. I don't like this. GL program. Use program. Render program use. Program. src render c vsp and program use. So this is actually a render program use. Programs plus program skybox. This doesn't make any sense. Program use model. Render bin texture. Model skybox. Okay, 0 and 0, just as a test, and this is texture. Use program bin texture, apply attributes, draw arrays, initialize this crap. Render, how does it look like? Render, render, buffer, create. Buffer type, size, data. Box, buffer, type, buffer type, vertex. Size is size of box and box. And you don't know anything about that because I defined this below your okay, this. Do I need to allocate anything else? Render use. Program use. What do you mean not in a programming? I should be. I'm in creative. Do they have like programming? I think programming falls under creative, right? There wasn't any programming categories separate from creative. And it usually meant just like by a hashtag programming, and then it became programming like communities. Communities? Communities programming. I'm so confused. Communities programming. What does this mean? There are a lot of people programming there, usually with really great ideas. And I don't see myself there. Interesting. Probably communities. Yeah, I got what you are talking about. Programming. Okay, I did put myself on the programming now. Yeah, thank you. There are a separate field for communities, just below the game category, and it doesn't, it's not related to hashtag at all. There are like 3 separate things that I need to set before going live for it to like, okay. Thanks for letting me know. I will try to pay attention to that next time too. Thank you. Okay. So where was I? Yeah, another thing to make it visible is I really need to like multiply this by some huge value because I don't have metrics ready yet. I just want to try it. Define what I need to render skybox. When I render render model draw. Okay, render skybox model. Just as a test. This is a test. This is not a skybox. What the actual hell? Why does it have this texture? Yeah, it has this texture because it should be in slot 1. But I'm putting it in slot 0, where 0 is skybox. This is the first mistake. Yeah, this looks more like a texture from skybox. Creative is a game probably because they have this category thing, like they were game only and then we're struggling with people streaming not games, and they just we put all of you there into that separate things. And yeah. So I have something really broken here. And I do know what's going on there. This is why we can't have nice things. Yeah, I confused myself about all this stuff. About triangle list with versus triangle strip. Okay, so I do need to have a triangle list here because reasons. And to have that, I need to do how should I mangle my vertices? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just draw it for you because it will be more interesting for you. So currently I have this convention for vertices. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I was like doing like this, them expecting, like for some reason I did expect like triangle strip or something. But now I should do like 1, 2, 3, and then 3, 4, 1. Again 3 and 4 and 1. So what I need to do is to double the 3 and insert 1 again. Okay, probably there's a nice Vim script for that, but it would be easier to do by hand. And then I need to, where my skybox render, to tell it that there are more than 24 of these. So there's count of box. Okay, and now it's visible only from the outside. Disable call, right? Is it like this? Chill call face. Vim script. Yeah, probably there's a sequence of Vim commands that would do it like less manually. Okay, this is more like it. Now I need to make it work without the vertex multiplication and without actually, like, the most stupid thing that I could do right now is to I do have a camera position, right? I do have a camera position. So what I could do is just to shift this thing with a camera position. Yeah, basically привязать куб к камере. Okay, my time out went off, and let's make another decision that I will regret. Camera position, MVP, element and struct, 3F, cam pose, and then I can just add trips to uniforms, cam pose, and then somewhere here there will be an attribute, not an attribute, uniform, cam pose, and it will be like cam pose plus, and then from 3F uniform kind cam pose, that. Let's try it. Yeah, it doesn't work because I didn't set the camera position to whatever is getting here. Uniforms, cam pose is camera position. Well, kind of, but not yet. Can I do it like this? And another thing that I want it to do is to have it. Two, three, four, five. What happened? 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's it. And then I fix shader by adding all of this crap together. One, you text 2, you text 4, text 3, you text 4, you text 5. Um, UV and light map UV. So like I have this. This is a text UV. And this is not a light map UV. The okay, yeah, no. Let this be like this. This is variant text ID. And here I need to have this light map UV. Як оздоба на торча. Привет. Прости, я, наверное, неправильно читаю твой ник. Pick the right texture. And so this is like if text ID I need to set text ID first. Text ID a light map UVX. If less than 1, then it's like this. Else. Three, 4, 5. Two, 3, 4, 5. 1. One, two, 3, 4, 5. What? Ah, yeah, of course, I forgot to set those textures. For I, integer I from 0 to 6. Too far away. And well, this doesn't look like anything to me. For some reason. I don't even know how I would begin stitching this. This is not right. Like, this stuff is not right. Can I go to some other level? Like, map, on else. This would seem like something that would be on the bottom, but it isn't. Which is completely understandable, actually, because Source Engine has rotated axis. It has Z, I believe, is up. So X, Y, and Z. So what I should do? The most trivial things I think would be to change so it has Z up, Y from my position. Okay, let's draw it. So OpenGL coordinate system is like this. Well, default, like X, Y, and Z, right? Right? I'm not forgetting anything. I forgot the simplest things. So let's just getting started. Do they have like creating hello window? Okay, triangle shader transformation, coordinate systems. Yeah, it should be like this. Yeah, I was right. But okay,
Put these panties in my mouth.
cube maps. I think I have it set up somewhere. Well, I do like unpack coordinates somewhere here. This is vertex. Yeah, I unpack vertices as they are, but do I set up something differently in camera? Simple cam. Look at. So yeah, that is up in this thing. So what Source Engine does is it has that up, and I believe everything else is as it was, like X and Y. Well, I do only rotation, and I don't do any mirroring stuff. Okay, timeout. I should probably go now. X, Y, Z, right? Если просто Z и Y поменять местами здесь, то это будет отражение, это будет не вращение. Надо повернуть, чтобы было без отражений. Okay, I don't have any more resources and time to do this today. I will be trying to return to this tomorrow if I have time. But yeah, this is bad. I don't like what I did today. Completely, this is horrible. I will be thinking about that. So yeah, thank you for watching. That it was a I wanted to say that short stream, but it's 2 hours already. But yeah, I today also streamed. How should I say it? Clusterfuck. I actually finished Clusterfuck today. So yeah. That is a lot of cognitive load. I will be streaming Thursday, and I will be trying to stream tomorrow to fix skyboxes and like make them in some proper way, whatever that is. Thank you everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for questions and suggestions and stuff like that. And I will see you in soon. Bye.